Curious about one of the fastest growing communities in the entire state of Michigan? Well, I'm here in Hudsonville today in Ottawa County, which borders Kent County in West Michigan. And I'm gonna break down all things in regards to living and thriving in Hudsonville. This is an extension of our Living in Grand Rapids series, which we love going around the West Michigan community, as you've seen, promoting anything and everything, what it feels like to live in West Michigan. And with Hudsonville, let's first start with the location. So we need to understand the location is about 15 minutes west of downtown Grand Rapids. It's actually right in between Grand Rapids and Holland off the 196 expressway. You've got the M6 corridor, which loops down to the south part of Hudsonville. And just from a geographical standpoint, you know, you've got 196, you've got the 32nd Street corridor, which this all used to be farmland. That's going to be your major business district headed into the downtown community. I will say that Hudsonville is not known for having, you know, an extensive downtown. They're working at that, but Hudsonville is certainly more known as a farming and agricultural community. And you know, that's probably why this is one of the fastest growing communities in West Michigan, because there's just plenty of space. You'll see a lot of new construction when we get into the real estate conversation next. Okay, so as mentioned, let's talk real estate next in Hudsonville. Obviously our specialty, been selling real estate a long time in West Michigan. And let's start with our average sales price. Currently, Hudsonville is above the Greater Grand Rapids average and sitting at right around $417,000 for its average sale price. Now, getting back to the large area, you know, there's a lot of open space in Hudsonville, which has led to a lot of newer development. I mean, this land has been cost effective for a lot of builders to build on, so you'll see a ton of new construction in Hudsonville. People can come here, they can get a lot for their money, they can get brand new construction, and that's probably a big reason why this is the fastest growing community, one of the fastest growing communities in Michigan. But there's other things here that you can offer as far as real estate goes. You know, you've got great farmland, you can get a great farmhouse, you can get some acreage for yourself to build on, and there's some really cool lakes, some smaller lakes. In Hudsonville, you've got some small all sports lakes. So as I always mention, in all of these communities, you can certainly get, you know, most of what you're looking for. But if I had to say one thing about Hudsonville, I would say fast growing, open space, new construction from a real estate perspective. That is what Hudsonville is known for. All right, next, so let's get into some recreational activities in and around the Hudsonville area. And things to do, you know, on a weekday, on a weekend, you name it, there's plenty of opportunities. And today, as you can see, I'm sitting in the Hudsonville Nature Center. Now, this is a large 76-acre park right off of 196, kind of right next to the heart of Hudsonville. But additionally, there's 5 parks, including, you know, the Port Sheldon Sports Complex, which is a nice sports complex for baseball and soccer. The other thing that I want to mention is, and I have some personal experience with this, is one of the fun things to do in the month of June is Hudsonville is known for its annual Hudsonville Balloon Days. It's Hot Air Balloon Festival, and we've done some really cool stuff in the community with the Remax hot air balloons. But you know, the Hot Air Balloon Days, you'll see tons of hot air balloons, food trucks, local vendors, music, night glows, just a ton of fun. Some other things to think about is the farms, the amount of farms in Hudsonville. And this leads to, you know, where can I go, and where can I go to an orchard? Where can I go get some hot donuts? I'll bring up one of my favorites because I've been there many times, is Post Family Farms. Now, this is an 80-acre farm that you could just go on a Saturday morning, especially in the fall, get a nice glazed donut, have some cider, play some games, walk around. It's got a great event space for weddings and things of that nature. Another thing that I will mention is the Action Wake Park in Hudsonville. Now, believe it or not, I remember when they developed this lake, I was like, what is going on here? Because this was Michigan's first full-size cable park. that you can wakeboard, you can water ski, you can kneeboard, and you can really practice in a really cool, safe environment that's really close to everything. So check out Action Wake Park. So there's some really good ideas for recreational, fun things to do in the Hudsonville community. Okay, so as always, we of course like to highlight the school district and what the school district has to offer. As mentioned before, Hudsonville is a very large geographical area. Now let's start with the rankings. Now per niche.com, Hudsonville comes in at number 9 in the greater Grand Rapids area for area school districts. You know, it stretches all the way north to Grand Valley State University. It stretches all the way east, bordering Byron Center over by Kennewa Avenue, stretches way south down to 146th Avenue, which is right around the Door area. And then you are over to the west side over 80th, around 80th Avenue, which is going to border the Zeeland area. So quite a large area there. There's close to 7,000 students in the school district, and you've got 8 elementary schools, again, a large area. You've got 1 5th and 6th building. You've got 2 middle schools. You've got 1 freshman center, and you've got 1 large high school. Now the high school, they're doing a massive addition, so that's going to be a brand new addition. It's going to feature some state-of-the-art facilities there. And just to close things out, they've got one of the lower student-to-teacher ratios that we've talked about at 18 students per 1 teacher ratio. So a little bit on the lower end. I think that's the lowest we've talked about. So I hope that you've learned about what it's like to live in Hudsonville with some of this video that we've captured for you, some of the things that we've shared. We absolutely love running around the West Michigan community and sharing everything about what it feels like and looks like to live in Grand Rapids. So if you have any comments about, you know, your experience in Hudsonville, please comment below. We'd certainly love for you to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, make a comment, and we will keep pushing you content to get you familiar with living in Grand Rapids. We'll see you in the next one.